أسمر وإياك وأنكر غيركم في سكر 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 وحرام علي سكر يا منظر والمرة يصهر في أعماقنا فجر أجمل من محاسن القلب بمنظر راح عيونه في قشوع نفسر عملنا قضاء ولا من جعل يخطر المسلسل لون العين أسمر أما وسط عيون وحاد وعدل تقدر يوم بيش أشهر لو ما قدر كان من لحظة بعد نقول يا ريت قدر كل شاف وانكر كل شاف وانكر غير يكون في سكر 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 هذا عيني سكر في كل شعر في محبوب نسطر آيات من بيانه من فن المعبر كل شعر في محبوب نسطر آيات من بيانه من فن المعبر يا رب الغوافي يا فن المقدر زين وصاف حبيبي كل مسكر حول المعنى وبيه ريال أكثر من حزن وحلاوة وطيب الخالي أصغر الوجود لو عيون تذكر يوم الغيب وظاهر مر ببال أخطر العيون أو لو يوم تذكر يكون بدليل وظاهر مر ببال خطر هل الدنيا انظر هل الدنيا انظر طعم الدنيا سكر 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 السلام عليكم. أنا قلت أجي أطلع في تيك توك. This is my first time going on live on TikTok. أنا I didn't even know it was gonna work. So just a few minutes ago I went on live on Facebook. It was actually meant to be here in TikTok. So basically I decided to share my stories on how I've been targeted by the opposition, South Sudanese opposition abroad here in the US. I've been in their list of elimination, so they basically want me dead, and they wanted to eliminate me since back from 2022, but they started the whole thing in 2023. I got poisoned by multiple different ways, and so many bad things happened to me. So actually this video was dedicated to share my experience as a person that been poisoned, and all the information that I learned from being poisoned. So first, let me read. Okay, before I read the symptoms, that the title of this video actually was symptoms that you should not ignore. And before I get to those symptoms, before I read those symptoms out here on a video or on live, I want just to share that before you consider those symptoms to be, maybe being caused by the poisonous, I want you first, to look at what condition can trigger those. Maybe you have some illnesses that have related, have similar symptom. Like thyroid could be one of them, vitamins like deficiencies, kidney failure, and so many other stuff that can trigger about the same symptoms. And also menopause. So the symptoms that you should be aware, and if you have those symptoms, like, please do not ignore those, because they can end your life, especially if you already have an existing high blood pressure and diabetes, and things in that line. First, let's say if you are going to the bathroom frequently, like if you're going like few times an hour, that's what I'm talking about. If you constantly feel tired and your joint are like, have painful, you feel like you have arthritis, your arm, your knees, all the joints. You feel restless and you have a hard time sleeping. If you have constipation and irregular bowel movement, if you have frequent brain fog, and have a hard time remembering things, like where you put your keys, or where you put something and you can't remember it, like you have this situation very frequent. And then you feel so exhausted, maybe you feel like lightheaded, sometimes you black out, and things like that. You have confusion, shortness of breath, headache, weakness, dizziness, and blurred vision. And guess what? I did not share this in my other video on Facebook, but from having a bad water, okay, you can have like you feel like your skin is like have discolor in your skin. It could be gray, or you feel like you're getting darker. Like you see your skin getting darker for no reason. And another symptoms is that you feel hot, like one 1 minute you feel so hot, and another minute you feel so cold. So those symptoms, like I said, it could be triggered by something else. But then if you know that your situation or your condition are under control, and you've been seeing a doctor and you're getting treatment for it, taking your medication on time and all that, so you don't have any reason to be feeling that way. So let's say you wake up every morning, you're so tired. You're waking up like every day, you're so tired, even though you're taking your medication. Or after taking a bath or shower, you come out of the bathroom so exhausted. That's also a problem. If you feel you have what you call, like you can't breathe, okay, you feel like your throat is tightening up, you feel you have allergies, like you always have allergies no matter what. You have a stuffy nose, and whenever you cough in the morning, let's say basically, in the morning when you brushing your teeth or something, when you cough out blood. your nose, the mucus. When you blow your nose, you can blow out blood. So those symptoms are specifically not, look, let's say it vary, but those symptoms, if you have them, and you didn't have reason why you should be having them, then you should see a doctor. So let me break out this all these symptoms, you know, based on what can cause them. According to my situation, like I said, this I'm actually sharing what I've been through all this from 2023, 2024 up to now. Even I'm talking to you right now, I still have some of those symptoms. So number one thing, when, let's say, if your drink or your water are poison, okay, you will the water, let's say number one thing is water. Like if your water is being poisoned, okay, water is like a continuous thing. It's not going to be from just one water bottle. It's going to be from multiple, that goes on days. And if your water is poison, you will feel what? You're going to go to the bathroom frequently. You're going to pee like multiple times per hour, okay? And if you don't, if you don't see a doctor to get that resolved, you can fall one of those days at night. A lot of people that I heard, fell at night while going to the bathroom. They will be found dead in the morning, like they fell in the bathroom. Okay, so this, while you're going to the bathroom frequently, your blood pressure will go up, your glucose will will go up. You will have a damaged kidneys, and you will feel exhausted throughout. Okay, so those, basically, you will feel that way, and you have to see a doctor straight up, and you need to get treated. And then when you go to the doctor, the good thing, those doctor will, do everything that, the procedures, the basis, when you go see a doctor in that condition, they will have a complete blood count, and that they will test everything. Everything in your blood will be tested, and they will have a report, and they will know what is normal and what's not normal, and there will be highlighted things that, that are so high that shouldn't be high. Like calcium, magnesium, potassium, iron, and a lot of those stuff. If you have all this stuff high, glucose and all that. So that a little bit about water poisoning. Let's say you have a food poisoning, and food poisoning is a little bit complicated, and I explained in other video. I don't know how other people sense when they're eating any food, but the general thing that I can explain. Let's say if you're eating a burger with let's say bacon in it, okay, so when you look at the burger, you would generally know how it's gonna taste. It have bacon, it have tomato, and have stuff like that. So when you bite into that burger, you will generally know how it's supposed to taste like, right? But if that food is poison, like they said, the poison is what? Like they will tell you that poison is a odorless, like have a less smell and have a less taste, and with no color too. Guess what? That's how exactly that thing is going to be like. If they put poison in food, guess what? The food that you're going to eat, the burger and with the tomato, bacon, and all that kind of stuff, they're going to taste less. You will bite into that burger, and you will not, feel that distinctive taste of tomato, bacon, and burger, and all that. You were just eating something, but it's not. There is no that kick. That taste in that food. So if you're eating something and you know it's supposed to taste this way, but it's literally tastes less, then stop eating that food, especially if you have enemies. Stop eating that food. That's number one thing to know if the food is poison. Second, sometime some grocery stores, okay, you will buy stuff from them and you will bring it at home, and let's say you cut the meat, the potato, the basil, and onion and stuff, you put them in a pot, and then you put it in heat, and then when it start boiling, you will see unusual foam, like you will see unusual foam on top of that pot. No matter how much you remove, you will still see unusual foam. That, it's like we all cook, right? You will know the foam from the like a normal meat and the foam that you never saw. Okay, look that one up. That foam is bad because that foam have like a trap like bad contaminated, something. So do not eat that food. Sometime, let's say if you cook today, okay, if you cook and food was fine, okay, you ate, everything tastes as how it's supposed to taste, and then you came back later, like let's say it's um like let's say it's supper, you're eating at night, supper. So when you come back and eat, but then this food, number one thing that I do, now that I've been through all this, I do not hate my food in a microwave unless it's something else. But if a sauce, let's say, or mullah, let me be clear, like potatoes stew or whatever mullah that you cook, you came back later in a supper, you want to eat that mullah, please put it back in heat and heat it up. Let's say it was normal earlier, right? And now you heat it up and then you see unusual foam is coming on top of it, like, then don't eat that food. Okay, unless if that food was out for 2 days and was hot or something, then yes, it does have the right to have all that foam on top of it. So those are the two red flag that I would, I'll be, I would not eat that food if I saw those two condition. And those, I'm just saying this based on my own experience. There could be more red flags on poison food, but I haven't and no more than what I shared here today. So that's one thing. I mean, the third one, let's say you could be poisoned through the drink, you can be poisoned through the air. And the third one that I want to share, okay, the drink, the food, those are similar, okay? If you have a poison drink, you have like the first sip, okay, and you feel something straight in your throat and nozzle, like you feel like some blockage, and you will have a hard time grasping for air. Not that significant, but just a slightly one. And if you finish that drink, like have a sip after sip, and you finish the drink, you will definitely feel something in your throat. And that maybe is based on whatever type of the poisoning. Let's go to the air poisoning. Air poisoning, I will relate that to something called hot water. Hard water, which is HARD, like that water have bad minerals in it, minerals that should have been clear out, and should not get into, the public water. Hard water have like magnesium, potassium water. Hard water have like magnesium, potassium. So if you have a bad situation of hard water, trust me, you will know. Even if you don't know what hard water is, but you will still know. For example, when this first happened to me last year, it happened few times, and I know something is wrong, and I thought maybe it was a soap. Why? Because let's say I was washing my hand, right? I put soap in my hand and I, rub my hand together, and the soap is doing nothing. It's like it's not foaming and it's not getting the dirt out of my hand, and the water is running everything, and I feel like my hand is slippery, like, and nothing is coming out. So I thought it was soap. So I went and bought a different soap and stuff like that. But the situation was still there. So that the first thing you can tell that you have a hard water. Second thing, based on my experience, like I said, I normal take bath. Like I'll be filling out the bathtub, enough water and very hot water. So whenever I take bath, and then when I'm done getting out from hammam, from the bathroom, I'll be like so tired. I'll be like extremely tired. Like when I walk, I feel like lightheaded. I have to go, I have to grab on something, walk so I can go sit down and catch my breath and get some oxygen in my body. But I didn't know that time. I have to breathe, make sure like I'm getting oxygen. So basically, if you have hard water, things that would happen to you, you will be so exhausted after bath. Why? Because that water, especially hot water, will have a lot of magnesium. Magnesium is not good for your body. Like magnesium is good in a very, base amount. There is a normal amount for magnesium to exist in your blood, but too much of it is not good. So when you're taking a bath or shower with a hot water, a lot of that bad mineral is coming basically through that hot water, because hot water is stay in a tank for a long time, so it does store a lot of minerals in that tank. So whenever we use that water, it would release all that mineral into let's say bath, or you're using dishwasher, or you're washing dishes, and that you're getting all the bad minerals in your dishes, in your it will destroy. When even washing your clothes would damage your clothing through the dishwasher. The washer. Okay, so bad water is bad, and especially in hot water. So when you're taking bath, you're not only affecting your skin, you're also experiencing that through the air, because that bad mineral, it will contaminate the air around you. So when you're taking a bath or you're taking shower, the heat, the hot water will consume the air inside the bathroom, and now you're breathing it in. It will go to your lungs, and then you will have less oxygen in your body, so you're gonna feel so tired, and that's some of the symptoms that you will feel from the bad or hard water. Also, hard water is bad generally. Like I said, now you have to know you will have contaminated stuff in the kitchen. Why? Because the soap, it's neutralized by the hard water, so the soap is not working. It doesn't get the dishes clean. Your pots and whatever you use in the kitchen now are somewhat contaminated, so you're gonna have to make sure to find a way to clean your dishes and stuff like that in a kitchen. Also, hard water like kind of change affect your skin. Like you can see your skin, like you feel like your skin is a little bit gray or black, got darker than usual. Those are effect of hard water. So what is the solution for that, right? The solution it depend on two situation. Let's say if you live in a house, then your problem would be a lot easier. Why? Because you can go to the store, buy water softener, and put it in your water. There's a tank that they, put water softener in it, and then that water softener will really clear out all the bad minerals. It's straight up. That's the best solution for it. But if you don't live in house and you live in apartment, then your situation is a little bit complicated. First, talk to the management or the landlord or whatever, whoever should take care of that. My landlord really did not care. Okay, so if you live in apartment, you're gonna have to do few things. And like I made research on this, and they said having a hot water is so causative. Like it will cause you so much, your health and a lot of stuff. Not only that, but money. It will cost you a lot of money. So it's better to resolve that problem. Otherwise, you're gonna, you're gonna expend a lot of money just to get by. So if you live in an apartment, you're gonna have to buy water filter. Okay, why? Because you do not want to cook with the hot water. Why? If you did, first thing, let's say if you made lemonade with the hot water, right? You will feel like have a dry throat all the time. Like you will feel like dryness, and you will feel a stuffy nose. Okay, you have mucus and all that kind of stuff. So do not cook with sink water. Use a filter to filter out that minerals. Okay, you do not want those minerals in your body. Those minerals will literally like make you tired every day. You will feel tired every day. It will poison the air as well. So those are stuff that I thought I should come and share today, and this stuff is literally based on my own experience. Like I said, I did not know what those stuff were when I first experienced the hot water, and the water poisoning and all that stuff. I learned by after I went through them multiple times. So lately I did a lot of research, and I become like, oh wow. So I've been really living through this bad, all this stuff. So the reason I'm sharing my experience, I want anybody who's listening to this video, if you have any symptoms, could be like the one that I read out today, please go see a doctor. If you know someone, okay, someone that always feeling tired and have like lightheaded, and their body's heating up and cooling down like at the same time, if if someone is going through stuff like that, please advise them to go see a doctor. This stuff, they're not, if you don't treat them, they're gonna take your life. If you don't treat them, they're definitely going to take your life. You're gonna die through that stuff, unless you see a doctor, and then doctor will treat you for every single thing that's in your system. If you have magnesium, sodium, glucose, and all that stuff, your kidneys been damaged and all that, you can still go. The doctor will help you navigate this stuff, and come back to maintain your health, and make sure you do not experience things like that again. And if you do, you go back again to see a doctor. So yeah, so that's why I'm here today. I came to share my experience, because I know a lot of people in our community, people are dying every day. If you if you take إحصاء, إحصائيات, if you saw how much people are dying in our community compared to other communities in US, you will be shocked that our community, we're losing people like, you know, we're losing a lot of people, you know, to call that normal. That's not normal. So since we're losing a lot of people, we South Sudanese, we should be like asking ourselves, why are we dying, like frequently? Like someone could be good to fine today, the next day, is gone. Like someone say they have headache and died. Those stuff are not normal. Those stuff, it's because someone did something, and we should have like examination after, after someone passed. Some investigation should be done, okay, even if it's just a heart attack, because heart attack nowadays can come from several stuff, such as the one that I mentioned here today. So my advice: be vigilant. Okay, stand up for yourself. Help other people. Anybody that going through something like that, please stand for with them and help each other. So we can still maintain our South Sudanese community. Be healthy, be nice to each other, and not not to be like how the opposition want us to be. Opposition want us to sell each other out. They want to like exclude some people out because they're not, they don't believe in things that we believe in or stuff like that. We do not have to be the same. I don't have to believe in things that opposition believe in. I do not have to, and no one have to believe in the things that I believe in. People are different. We're like the whole fucking country. Everybody should practice whatever they want to practice. Believe whatever they want to believe. Okay, I did not make myself Dinka. Okay, nobody made themselves to be Nuer or Shuluk or whatever. We were just born that way. So today, for opposition to come out here and divide people and target some people and turn people against each other and all that kind of stuff, that's not right. Okay, we live in US. Like, first of all, I live in freaking US. I live in America. Okay, there's certain things that should not be a thing anymore, like such as tribe. We should not be like, oh, that person is from Nuer, that person is from this, and and those people normally, because this tribe they have behavior of such and stuff like that, or to say, oh, Jing are the problem and all that. That is stuff that I am actually surprised to hear here in US. And I'm like, dude, you freaking live here in US. If you live in US here, you should have been beyond all that kind of stuff. But no, those opposition, they're here in US and they're still talking about tribal stuff. Make that make sense to me. You live in US and you're still talking about tribe, like my tribe, your Dinka, and you're that, and that's that stuff. We should not be following people like that. We should not be following people that still want to go 100 years down the history to bring issues that we should have overcome a long time ago. We're in the 21st century. Are we still going to sit down to listen to people that talk about tribes, clans, and all that kind of stuff? I decided, nope, I'm not going to sit down and listen to those kind of people. I decided to leave the clubhouse back in 2023, and I left all the activities I do. I practice politics and all that kind of stuff anymore. I stopped because I realized those politicians, they're not any different from the people that they want to replace. They're the same people as the people in the government. So I find myself in the wrong place. I'm like, nope, I am not sitting here to listen to those kind of people. Anyway, I'm not trying to influence you. I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm not trying to doctrinate you or all or anything like that. What I'm trying to say, at the end of the day, we're South Sudanese, and we should choose the best for our communities, for our kids, the women, and even men. Okay, nobody should tell you what to do. Okay, we shouldn't be judging each other. Okay, I know and I'm confident that there wouldn't be any time that a lot of people agree to what I believe and stuff like that. There is no such thing like that. Okay, people are different. People have their own way, how they grew up, what they read, what they believe, whatever they practice, who brought them up, all that kind of stuff make us different. So if we took each other different, and believe like you have to do whatever you want to do as long as you're not harming anyone, then you're good and I'm good with you. Okay. So I just want to say stay safe out there. uh, don't be one of those people who are selling other people out. That I'll beg you not to do. Help each other, stand up for good cause. So that's all I'm gonna say today, and I might come back in a different day with something different. My experience, that I things that I went through, and if I haven't mentioned, uh, like I said, in 2022, 2023, I was targeted by the opposition, led by those opposition, those people from those opposition were like Yen Matthew, Iwer Chik, Treza Jube, and all those people. They they believe in something called the process of elimination, and people like me were targeted to be eliminated. Why? Because they call us flooders. Why they call us flooders is because I did not belong to opposition or wasn't one of the government supporters. So those people, the government supporters, are safe. The opposition were safe. Those They were not targeted. They were not marked to be eliminated and things like that. But people like me were marked to be eliminated. It was like, who the frick give you that kind of power to eliminate anybody if they don't belong to opposition or don't belong to government, as a government supporters? Who the frick give you that power to say that person, I need to write this person names down in a black book or a red book? And that's how those opposition think of themselves. They think that they have all the rights to eliminate people. So that's, I'm here standing right, in their face. First, I've been quiet. I haven't been share a lot of my stories. I haven't gone live to talk about them. But now, since they've been pursuing me for years, now I have no other choice. I freaking have to stand up here to fucking face them. And I do not care why, because I heard from many people saying that, oh, if those people are targeting you, they're never gonna stop. Since they're never gonna stop, I am not gonna be quiet no more. Why? Because no matter what I do, they're still coming after me. So, so those are the people that are coming after me. Okay, those are opposition for what? And if for your shock, I did help a lot of those people. Those from those opposition, I did stand with them and all that kind of stuff. Was like sister and brother with them. Yet behind the curtain, they were marking my name down, and they were sending me people to come, like, lure me so I can get kidnapped and stuff like that. And I'm not going to talk about that today. I came here today to talk about the health issues that could be related to poisoning and all that kind of stuff, contaminated water or hard water that have bad minerals, and what they can do to your health and what you should do about it, and things like that. But basically, all this is happening to me because the opposition in U.S., and you guys know those opposition in the U.S., those people are not freaking good people. And if you think they're good people, either they what you call, they will brainwash you. You know, if you're naive, they will brainwash you. If you're not naive, if you're an intellectual and you still believe in them, then you're freaking one of them. So anyway, I'm gonna stop right here, and I hope you all the best, and make good choices out there, and please help each other. We still one community, whether we like it or not. And South Sudan freaking belong to everybody. South Sudan is not Edward Chek بالعربي كده ده ما بلد أبوه. South جنوب السودان بلد الجميع. أنا ما حصل موقد ولدوني زمان أنا ما سمعت إنه جنوب السودان ده belong to freaking Edward Chek or Ian Matthew. Anyway, thank you for anybody who came listening, and for people that will come later to listen. I want, at the end of the day, I want peace. But those people, they're not settling for peace, okay, because they're not good people. Anyway, thank you and bye. Have a good day. Peace out. If I know how to stop this life. Damn. Someone please tell me how to stop the live. This is my freaking first live in TikTok. اوكي، على بال ما نقدر القى اللي هنا ده، خلينا اشغل ميوزك.
We're so excited for you to be our AI. This is so huge for you. So I emailed you an unlimited expense account, a team of lawyers, and no questions asked.
What you want to do is save hundreds with Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
That's great, but can you ask your friend to stop?
يا ربي ايه اللي حاصل؟
ده الموضوع كده لا مؤاخذة واخد منعطف خاطر.
طب زقة 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 اتزقت
حتة زقة.
بصراحة ما شفتش ريقة دي أكيد رمل القمر.
نغزة نغزة نغزة.
Alright, bye.